What's going on, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a NASCAR diecast review on Jimmie Johnson's 2012 Kobalt Tools Chevrolet Impala for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and Hendrick Motorsports. And man, talk about a blast from the past. And this is a really cool diecast that I got from my good buddies at Booth 34 Diecast for my Daytona 500 haul video for this year. So, spoiler alert, just like my good buddies from Spoiler Diecast as well. But my goodness, guys, I guess you could say we're going to be acquiring a Kobalt for this review, but this is with a K, Brian. But this is really nice, man. This is this was a scheme that I think a lot of people have kind of underlooked, including myself, and finally I have it in the palm of my hands. By the way, look at that nice little box right there. That is some cool creativity that we got right there for the HMS shop. But anyways, let's start off the unboxing and the diecast review of Jimmie Johnson's 2012 Kobalt Tools car. And alrighty, folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and yeah, guys, this is a really cool diecast. We got Jimmie Johnson's iconic Lowe's Kobalt Tools car, which has made another return in the Gen-5 form, and yeah, this is really cool. I mean, if you guys aren't aware, I mean, 2012 was the first year that, well, second year that Lionel made NASCAR diecast, so I mean, not bad to say the least. I mean, I think the only thing I got to criticize is that these front ends, yeah, I mean, I know I've said before that these look good, but yeah, the front end, those headlights, I mean, I don't think those headlights are supposed to be that high up. But then again, I mean, we have seen worse before. But I've always liked the 2011 and 2012 diecast, and I have reviewed a lot more of these type of diecasts before. If you guys are new, I probably recommend you guys probably checking that out in the search tab and just type in 2011 or 2012, and you'll have yourself a good full variety of cars. As yeah, you can definitely tell this is old because we do got some paint chips that are kind of stuck here, and some other sponsors that are not even associated with NASCAR anymore, like USG. My God. Top Choice, Kobalt Tools, Lowe's, all these other sponsors, Quaker State. I mean, man, this thing is really showing its age. But I'm really glad I picked this up because anybody who is a huge fan of Jimmie Johnson, and you probably know who you are, you know who you are, and I know who my longtime Jimmie Johnson subscriber fans are. This is the car that not only got 5 wins in the Cup Series in 2012. I mean, of course, Jimmie Johnson did not got, you know, the championship in 2011 or 2012, but later that did prevail with his 2 other championships in 2013 and 2016. But he was able to win 5 races, and 2 of them were very important. He got his 4th Brickyard 400 win in this scheme, and also got a Southern 500 win as well. And what's really cool about that Southern 500 win, because not only it was his first win with the 2012 season, it was also Hendrick Motorsports' 200th win. So with that in mind, this is probably a car I would not sleep out on, because I think Hendrick Motorsports is going to make a lot of different variations of this car, because we know that is the most popular team in terms of merchandise sales. So I'm not surprised we have not even seen a throwback of this car yet, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I know a lot of people prefer his blue variants, which don't worry, we will be getting onto that with the side-by-side comparison momentarily, as we got a nice little funny window, or little window mirror right here. So yeah, so funny it's even caused me to voice crack a little bit. But just, I know it's a simple scheme, and see the American Enthal logo. I can't believe we don't have those anymore, man. But just another thing I've noticed as well, guys, even though it's a simple scheme, but I always find, I don't know, this is just me or just this looks cool, but then when you get to this side, I don't know if it's just because of the racing stripe in the background, but just, I don't know why the 4 and the 8 just look like it has like more space to it compared to here. I don't know. I mean, you know me, I'm just a huge nitpicker, but look at this, man. Even Lionel, I mean, they were able to add some detail inside the windshield. I mean, sure, it's not printed. And this is something I missed right here, the detailed spoiler. I mean, look at the detail in the spoiler that we got right here, guys. Lionel did a really good job with that. Kind of reminds me like how the late model diecast are, as, oh boy, we got ourselves the overexposure. Look at this. Isn't this quite the Kobalt? But let me know if you guys actually still shop at Lowe's, and let me know if you guys actually, I mean, I've used Kobalt tools before. I think I got a few, I think I got like a few ratchets, I think, from Kobalt, from Lowe's before. So, you know, they got some decent tools. But anyways, I think it's only appropriate for me to now showcase the side-by-side comparison of another Jimmie Johnson car, and it's his Lowe's car from, I think, 2014, because this does have the playoff marks. So this is the only other car I have besides, and I do have the red Texas version that came out as well. And again, you guys can look up any other Jimmie Johnson reviews on this channel if you guys are brand new. I wouldn't be surprised if my good buddies from Spoiler Diecast probably will have some Jimmie Johnson cars in their previously owned collections, so make sure to check that out. But I mean, dang, dude, I miss these simple schemes. I mean, you want to talk about, you know, a generic driver. I mean, sure, Jimmie Johnson is the generic driver, and I might have criticized this paint scheme back then, but I kind of love it, dude. It's such a simple scheme and so iconic. I mean, when you see this car in the palm of your hands, you are going to know that you're in for a real one, because not only it's a Jimmie Johnson car, it's the 200th win from Mr. H. I mean, that is freaking cool, man. But pretty rare for Jimmie Johnson to not win the championship this year. But heck, Keselowski was a bit better in 2012, even with the 5 wins that Johnson had. But heck, Keselowski, I think, even had a broken foot at Pocono, and he just showed him who's boss, man. Heck, I would love to see you know, Brad race like that again. I mean, not saying I don't want to see him break his foot, but Lord. But anyways, we are here to talk about Jimmie Johnson, the 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, and this one I recommend you guys picking up. Hopefully is not going to be at an inflated price, but heck, if you guys can find it at a good deal like I did, I mean, I think I only paid like $8 or $9 for this, which I think is well worth it, considering this car has been drying up. It really has. There's even promo versions of this car that came out as well in 2011 or 2012. But anyways, with the relatively shorter review out of the way, want to say this is a really cool car, and this has been the wrap-up of the diecast review of Jimmie Johnson's 2012 Lowe's Kobalt Tools Chevrolet Impala for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and Hendrick Motorsports. Comment, subscribe. This has been OBB, the diecast news guy, and I'm going to Jimmie Johnson my way on to the next one, y'all.